I woke up early this morning. I was at the Giants game all day. I stuffed myself silly with all sorts of hot dogs and barbecue and great food. And it's 9 o'clock now. And why am I recording a video? Because I love all of my viewers. Even the ones who continuously ask me about the battery power of the laptop, which I'm getting to eventually, but I don't have unlimited time. I even love you guys. Anyway, I figured, why the heck not? I downloaded a bunch of new games and gonna put some benchmarks up. Hopefully, I've learned from all your comments and all the commentary, and we can actually get this right in the first shot. No promises. You gotta record from the desktop with Doom because OpenGL does not support shadow play or whatever it is, and then Nvidia share. So, I made myself a drink, and I will now be recording a video. Hopefully you guys can see all the benchmarks on the top left. GPU temperature, percentage usage, frequency, memory and the memory frequency, frames per second, CPU temperature, CPU percentage usage, and RAM percentage. Doom is a game I really loved. I didn't have it installed, or it wasn't on my top of my list because I actually beat it already. Really loved it, enjoyed it to death. So we will try this out on max not even max settings, actually. I think they're called nightmare settings. Nightmare settings for Doom. Hopefully I got the audio down enough, all that stuff. I know I've been trying to improve. You guys have all really good comments, and I'm just trying to get it right. So keep sending those to me. I'll keep trying. Let's just pick a random level to go into, and hopefully this works. Now, we can actually, because I have about 20 minutes to do all this, we can we'll do OpenGL 3.5 and then we'll do Vulkan real quick. So we'll get both of them in one video, hopefully. Again, Doom is a really fun game, and it's definitely worth being put in the benchmark. It's optimized actually pretty damn well, I would say. So yeah, I actually played a lot of this on my last laptop, which had a GTX 980, not the M version. Alright, so we're in the game and we're getting about 50. Wow, okay. The frames are certainly changing up and down. Also, I'm playing with my trackpad, so if I seem like I have major issues, I do. But yeah, this looks great. Okay, let's take a look quickly, just so I know if I don't show it, then I can't prove that this is on the highest settings, blah, blah, blah. Anti-aliasing is at the highest. It's at my default 4K. And don't change the things, I know. Ultra, Nightmare, Nightmare. There's only 2 Nightmare settings for anyone who hasn't played Doom before. Everything else has to be set to Ultra or High. And there you go. You have everything. Not sure if you guys can hear the fans, but, you know, they kick in fairly hard. I mean, this game looks beautiful on pretty much anything I've played it on, from 1080 to a GTX 1080. See what I did there? Yeah, pretty good. So, it looks good, plays pretty well. Let's see if we can get some monsters to kill. I'm sure he's talking to me, blithering on and on. Of course, I haven't played this in a while, so I have no idea what I should even be thinking of doing. Oh yeah, yeah, base, demons, save the world, all in a day's work. All in a day's work. Here we go. I think I have to hit this whammy here. Alright, airlock is cycling off. Again, we're looking at about 70. That's where usually this GPU hangs out. Ooh, the fire. Hit it. Oh, but, you know, bounce back. You know, we're at a 50. We're in the 50s. The frames per second on max are the 50s. If I was playing this full time, I might, with G-Sync on, I might actually play it on max settings. You know, when you get into corners, the frame rate seems to spike, but luckily because of G-Sync, you don't really notice it too much. I mean, so many different places to go, so no time. I'll go that way then. It seems that's what they want. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Alright, let's try to get over there. Boom, double jump. Alright, so even in the open space, this game performs pretty well. Even on a trackpad, this game performs fairly well. They really did a good job reinvigorating the Doom series in general, so I definitely appreciate that. Alright, where am I going here? Did I not jump to the right platform? Am I old and feeble? What about that guy? Boom. That. So yeah, this is Doom, running really smoothly on a GTX 1080. You don't see any thermal throttling. We're well above the threshold. Now you see some of these demon dudes. They're going to try to kill me. It's going to be sad. Uh-oh. Looks less than friendly here. Again, I beat this game already and I really like it, but I'll tell you, this is going to be a little hard on, ooh, give me health. Crap. There's no way I'm going to be able to fight this off with the playing on the trackpad, which happens to be really good, but there's no way. So let's do a quick switch and see if we can get Vulkan running. You guys have seen 50s, if you're in a closed room, maybe 60s, 70s, but let's see if we put on Vulkan, if we can get that. They said 125, I think, frames per second on that conference for the GTX 1080. You know, I tested it out when it first came out. Vulkan was a little glitchy, a little crashy, a little stabby. You know, it just didn't seem to play super nicely. So, I mean, that claim is... But for all I know, this is not going to run in the slightest, and it's going to crash out everything. So let's see what it does. What I can see right now is that it's at 0 loading and not moving whatsoever. So there is that. It's certainly thinking hard about going to Vulkan. This will teach me to do anything during a video. I believe we have crashed. Yep, Doom is not responding. So there you go with Doom. I could probably try to put a Vulkan video up if you guys really want it, but for the most part, you see how Doom is going to run. It's going to run really well on 4K on one graphics card on a laptop. So, I mean, hey, what more can you ask for? If you want a solid 60 frames per second, just turn it down from Nightmare and you'll have those settings. There's no reason to pull your hair out trying to get Vulkan to work, which has never worked well for me. Alright, so Gaming Techie here, Athenic. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to see less, well, tough shit, I'm going to keep posting videos. So I'll catch you guys later.